Yes, it's live, direct from his man cave of a bedroom. It's Big D Live. And now your host, the man who really knows how to enjoy his Halloween fun. Here's the Big D. Good evening and happy Halloween to y'all. This is the Big D here, and this is Big D live on Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Well, I am happy to say that I'm been prepared for this big day. I am just watching Halloween Kills. I thought I'd make this just a little bit of a short one. I'm just only on a little bit of an apology for just trying to make this short. So please don't be mad at me. Because I want to try and just stay on here just for a little bit and then give the Saw X review up because I just now finished filming it. Porch Man's here. Welcome. Not much, just kicking back, watching Halloween Kills. And yes, I'm watching the special extended cut of the film. And of course, then, as I've said, I'm going to try and get my Saw X review up once I'm done with this because I just finished filming it just a little bit ago for going into it. I hope your Halloweens turn out well. I could see you've already done some reviews of the two Beetlejuice films. I'll check those soon. I've just been a little tied up with watching the horror and spectacular fun holiday. I decided to take the day off. I always take the day off from work on Halloween because everybody gets too rowdy at the Halloween parties, you know. Yeah, I watched Halloween H2O the other day. Very underrated sequel. I actually do like that film. Might be just a wee bit low. It's not in my top 5 favorite Halloween flicks, but I still love it though. Love it for certain reasons because it proved to be a natural follow up to the first two. While it completely ignores the Thorn trilogy 4, 5, and 6. But hey, I'm an understanding person. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I finally got my schedule fixed up for November, so you'll be happy to know there's going to be lots of fun stuff coming up. It might not be subject to change. I think everything's going to be coming up. So I'm going to be looking through my sources, and I think I'll be doing this because I'm thinking about, because I've already confirmed that doing some good stuff, like reviewing the Naked Gun films. I've decided to put those in. I was going to do the Downton Abbey flicks, but I've decided to postpone them to December instead. So this way I can get the Naked Gun films out of the way since the new one just came to Paramount Plus earlier this month. So you will get a spoiler-free review of that, but that's going to be coming up during Thanksgiving week. Because I figure what better way to have a Thanksgiving weekend by reviewing a real Thanksgiving turkey of a film series. Yeah, or should I say a real turkey of a film series in the Naked Gun films. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, what else will I be talking about? Oh, yeah. You'll also be getting spoiler-free reviews of new releases coming up, like Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, which, of course, if you saw my recent short vid that I made a mistake and found out it was coming to theaters, and, well, it didn't come to where I was, so I didn't go see it. So there will still be a review of that coming up. Other new releases we got coming up will be the Running Man remake. And yes, I am going to review the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Perhaps, mind you, if I'm thinking about going to see Now You See Me, Now You Don't, because I've already booked the Now You See Me films as well. But what will be best will be the one surefire film that I am so anxious for, Wicked for Good. Yes, I can't wait. Oh yes, I heard about that. Well, I read about that. Yeah, Rocky Four is making a comeback to theaters. I know this year's the film's 40th anniversary and what have you. Anyway, yeah, yeah, I heard and read about it. Yes, please, please excuse me. Sorry, just needed a drink. So, other recent or new titles coming up will be a spoiler-free review of. Oh, sorry, Watts. I know you asked me that. I haven't gone back to watch Nightmare Before Christmas, but I'll tell you what. I will be watching that, making that a post Spooktacular October watch for next month, and I'll get back to you on that. Okay. I do know one of those moments was when Jack Skellington was planning to was making the routes that taking um oh to kidnap Santa. Oh, it's gone. Sorry, man. Yeah, Tim Burton is pretty cool. You know, where was I? Oh yes, now I remember. I'll also have some spoiler for reviews coming aside from the new Naked Gun reboot, including the How to Train Your Dragon live action remake, as well as Jurassic World Rebirth and the new Smurfs film, which will be the first review for next month. But I would warn you though, that video Smurfs 2025, that's going to be an ultra rant. Recently purchased HBO Max again to catch up on some old Warner Bros. 90s classics. Hey, congratulations! I'm glad you got. See, now that's a spirit. Getting get to see some pretty good stuff. I've actually recently found some pretty cool stuff on Tubi. Actually, Tubi's recently got some various classic shows. Now, I just recently finished watching The Munsters for the first time ever in its full entirety. I've seen both seasons, all 70 big episodes. Yes, I finally got to watch all of The Munsters at long last. That is a pretty good show, and I really like it. It's fun. But Watts, if you're not here again, I was about to say Happy Halloween to you, why have you? Oh, and I would tell you, Watts, to go check out a new channel out for Zoom. I think you'll enjoy it. But anyway, yes. But yeah, you heard me. Well, happy Halloween. Yes. But again, as I've said, I am going to be coming down real hard on that new Smurfs film, like a guillotine. I have watched some some very interesting stuff on Tubi lately. Like I recently watched three new films they got this past month. The first one was Adopted 2, follow up to their film Adopted, which was from last year. The latest killer kid flick. Well, it's a little bit of an improvement over the first one. I liked it just a tad bit more. And I also watched a film called Glamping. Yeah, glamour and camping together. Okay, thanks, Watts. I do owe you an apology for that. But hey, listen, if you're ever looking for something, try and look up a little something thing on Zoom. There is a new little show you might want to check out if you're interested in more Zoom stuff. Trust me. I will tell you, it's hosted by one of your favorite Zoomer gals. But seriously though, I'll give you a heads up on it if you haven't found it yet, okay? But anyway, happy Halloween to you, Watts. But let's see. Yeah. Do you think Avatar 3 will live to the hype of the first two? The answer is maybe. I've already seen just got a little bit of a preview of it, so it's a possibility it might. We'll see what happens. I mean, last one was pretty good. The Avatar is definitely really good. The second one, The Way of Water, was pretty good as well. I still think the first one was even good. But I am going to say that I did enjoy Avatar. I look forward to Fire and Ash, which of course is the last of the 10 films I want to see in the second half of this year. Of course, The Running Man's not too far away. Wicked for Good will be after that, and then Avatar's last. Greenland 2. Now, I've never heard of Greenland before. And I've never knew of that film. Sorry. Let's see. But anyway, yeah. What I was talking about on Tubi, I saw this film called Glamping. It's about this chick who's trying to become a big name on being like a creator and what have you of fashion and what have you. And so she decides to go glamping with her friends, be a little glamorous and that's kind of a combination of glamorous and camping together. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. Let's see. And more recently, I just saw R.L. Stine's Pumpkinhead, which I've read is based on one of the short stories that was featured in his Haunting Hour book of short stories, as a matter of fact. That wasn't too bad. Not quite as good as the Goosebumps movies or even the Fear Street series, or heck, even the Haunting Hour. Don't think about it. But it does its extreme best, though. Have you heard the news about Johnny Depp playing the news screen Christmas Carol next year? Yes, I've heard. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I read about that. Yeah. There's been several shows that's been popping up on Tubi lately. It seems I found some from my childhood in the 80s is up there. One of them would be I think that'll be something special for sure. Well, I'm sure it will be. But let's see. One of those shows really surprised me. Challenge of the GoBots. Now, I did do a TV log of that recently, and I think it was last year when I did that one. Yeah, the Challenge of the GoBots. Of course, was the competitors to the Transformers and what have you. I've seen most of the show, but I haven't seen all of it. I'm gonna think of trying to watch that on Tubi. They've got all the series available. Let's see, and they have I've seen most of it, Centurions, although Tubi unfortunately does not have all episodes. Okay, let me put you this way, Porchman. New Jumanji, yes. Moana, no. I'm saying no. This is a Disney remake. I'm definitely saying pass. Way past. They're getting way too early to do this. Trying to do what DreamWorks just more recently did with How to Train Your Dragon after 15 blooming years. Now Disney's doing just a decade after Moana came out. Not a chance. In other words, absolutely, not happening, not watching it. And I won't even watch it when it comes to Disney Plus either. No way. Let me see. But seriously, yeah, I found several of these shows. Now, I'm actually going to do a Do You Remember on one of the shows I found on Tubi. I haven't started watching yet. Since we lost Polly Holiday this past, just a couple of months ago, I decided to, dedicate this in memory of her. I'm going to talk about her short-lived spinoff from Alice called Flow, which I'm going to try and have that right after Thanksgiving's over with. Let's see. Yeah. Now, but I will tell you this. Even though, yes, thank you. Yeah, I almost forgot to mention. Yeah, Ace Frehley's no longer with us from Kiss. That's a shame. I know he was a pretty darn good guitarist. I've seen a little bit of Kiss live on stage. I mean, even though I've seen them perform live in the end of the film Detroit Rock City. And like I said, that's a guilty pleasure of mine. I know that even though my mother won't take me to anything scary and what have you, I will tell you this. I was happy to say that I know despite it's being getting some backlash because of the removal of one of its big stars, I recently saw the Scream 7 trailer and it looks nice. You haven't seen Detroit Rock City? Look that film up and watch it. You will not be disappointed. Believe me, this is about these 4 dudes who are have formed like a Kiss tribute band, and they want to try and get tickets to go see him. Well, actually, after this, by one of them's mother, who is a strict religious person, burns one of the characters' tickets. So now they have to figure a way to get some new ones and what have you. And let me tell you, they really try their best. But I'm not going into too much details and what have you. We'll see for yourself, okay? If you do happen to have that if you do happen to own Detroit Rock City, watch it. I think you'll really like it. Now, there are some films I'm thinking about checking out next year. Give me a moment. Let me see. Well, I know they've got lots of pretty good stuff. Well, thank you. I always will. Here's another horror film I might be interested in checking out when it comes to Netflix, and that'll be 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. Since I recently watched 28 Years Later last month, was it last? No, it was this past month. Excuse me, on Netflix. I really liked the movie. That was pretty cool. No, it was last month. I am completely sorry. I'm getting sidetracked here. My bad. Let's see. What else? Goat. That might be a pretty fun film. That's Sony Pictures Animation's newest film about this goat who wants to become a big star in basketball. That sounds pretty cool. Oh yeah, yeah. I can only imagine too. I definitely do want to see that. I did like the last one. Few zombie films. Not huge into the zombie stuff. Well, I have seen some zombie films. I've seen Zombie. I've seen Night of the Living Dead, the original, Dawn of the Dead, original and remake from Zack Snyder. Oh yeah, and one that's a guilty pleasure, Sugar Hill. Now that's about this. It's one of those black exploitation flicks. The film, yeah, it's on Tubi. Last time I checked, might not be in the best quality though, but it's also on AMC Plus. So that would be your best chance to find that on there. It's this African American woman, and she apparently has to decides to get this here got this ruler of the living dead to raise these zombies to come out, the living dead to come out to help her in getting revenge for these creeps who killed her fiance. Okay, let's see what. But yeah, I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says. It's just as good as the Blackula films, since given the fact they were from the same studio. That's another black exploitation horror flick. Let's see, of some other movies I'm looking forward to. Silver Bullet, I have seen that. Okay, hang on just a moment. I gotta watch this. This is the part where Michael's gonna get Marion and the little boy from the first film's mom and dad, the healthy doctor and the sexy nurse. But I'll talk a bit. Silver Bullet, I have seen that. That's one of the few good werewolf films I've seen. It's really good. I do love that. I will say I did like Gary Busey in the film was pretty good. Corey Haim was good. Yeah, I gotta say, it ended up being pretty awesome. Oh, there's all out bullets. I'll say he is. And now right in the eye gets that guy who was dressed in costume as a doctor. Now his wife, the sexy nurse, tries to is shooting at him. But, but soon Michael kicks the door and she accidentally shoots her and ouch! Okay, some other films I'm gonna hopefully look for. He had that motorcycle wreck. He hit his head back in the 80s. Ah, let's see. The Super Mario Galaxy movie's a possible one. Well, it shouldn't be a possible one because I think that would be fun. I mean, I did like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Let's see. And even though it was postponed from this past month, which we would have gotten this a week ago, but let's hope for the best. We get the new Mortal Kombat 2. That's another film. The Mandalorian Grogu's possibly going to be it. Yes, Master of the Universe. That'll be another good film. And possibly, maybe Toy Story 5, but perhaps, and definitely Supergirl. That's about all I can. That's about it. That's about all I can think of as of now. That I'm thinking about. Well, I know they've got the new Street Fighter film coming up, but however, I'm not sure when it's going to be released though. So it's probably going to come out in the second half. I just gave you ones that I'll be expecting in the first half of the year. We'll see where those films, if those films wind up. I didn't know they were making another Toy Story. Yep. And I just saw from a source, this one's mostly going to be focusing on Jesse this time. And I'm going to think, well, at this point, it's a possibility that it might work. We'll see. I hope for the best. As much as I did like the cult classic of Masters of the Universe 1987 with Dolph Lundgren, I'm gonna hope for the best this new Masters of the Universe can pull it off and what have you. I know I have yet to see the designs of any of the other baddies and what have you. I'd give anything to see what the baddies look like. Skeletor, Trapjaw was good to have him in there. I think Triclops is supposed to be in this one. Yeah, Toy Story 2, that's easily my favorite of the franchise. I'm going to try and I am planning to do a review of that as I continue to review the Disney Pixar films with Robbie tomorrow. Well, there's a possibility Dolph Lundgren might make a cameo in that new Masters of the Universe film. Again, we'll see. But nevertheless, I think I found this to be pretty interesting and hope for the best that we'll get something really good. Will Jean-Claude Van Damme have some sort of cameo or movie reference in Street Fighter 2026? That I cannot answer. Answer, I shall say, unavailable at the moment. So we can't guarantee it. But you never can tell. Yeah, would be awesome. I mean, I was surprised by seeing some cameos in previous films. I mean, take the Fall Guy for instance. I mean, I knew we would see Lee Majors make a cameo in that, but I never would have expected to see Heather Thomas make a cameo along with him in that mid-credit scene at the end of the film. Since I watched some of the series, most of what I could find. Yeah, yeah. All three dead bodies that the victims Michael just took, are wearing the mask. What have you? Had cheese pizza for dinner tonight. What about you? Just hand me a grilled chicken salad from Brahms. Yeah, it was pretty good. Okay. Is Mission Impossible the Final Reckoning really the last one? Well, so they say, and so Tom Cruise says, because if they do try and work on another one, they might want to do on someone with someone else and what have you. But well, so I read, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I am going to say that I am very happy that I'm real pleased with everybody. I'm liking my reviews, some of my recent reviews. I'm very happy the weapon spoiler free review has done very well. I'm surprised the Jigsaw review has done pretty well, to my surprise. Nevertheless, I'm just happy to see that my vids are doing very well. Most of them are. Oh, sorry, I didn't have my audio on. My bad. Well, sorry, my eyes are just too. Well, uh, I think I just messed up this vid, but I hope y'all enjoyed while it lasted. But anyway, I'm going to end this and just get on with what I'm doing and get to getting the Saw X review up. So if you didn't hear my voice the whole way through this vid, I do owe y'all an apology. So I hope y'all had fun through this. But I'll make up for it by doing another live stream sometime sooner down the road. Okay? Oh, you could hear me? Oh, you heard me all the way through this vid, I suppose? Oh, well, I guess even without my own, I mean, I guess the YouTube, the microphone for the main YouTube was on air, so you could hear me all the way through the whole vid since I started the vid. How you like that? Oh, oh my! I'm sorry. It's just that had been getting sidetracked with watching Halloween 2018 while I was watching Saw X on here. I know I was taking a big gamble and doing that, but yeah. Yep, and here we go with Evil Dice tonight bit. Well, but overall, I found out that I really enjoyed some of these great films for this past year and what have you. But anyway, I just hope everybody's on their toes for the Saw X review, which will be coming up in a little while. Okay, because Saw X will be superb. And yes, I managed to do it with spoilers, just like the way you wanted it, Porch Man. So just be prepared. Now, of course, if you haven't, of course tomorrow I'm just going to be doing my schedule and what have you. I am going to take just a slight day off from the Saturday morning TV log. If you saw my recent vid when I revisit the Ghostbusters, so I hope y'all understand. Which I'm sure you do. I have managed to find a few more shows. I think maybe I can find a few more shows for December, and then perhaps I'm going to try and test out with a brand new kind of program to follow in the footsteps of the Saturday morning TV log while I find some more shows that have yet to be covered on the channel. Okay, which I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Details to follow on when that's going to come up. Going to watch the Jack Frost 1979 Christmas classic. Well, I haven't watched that in a long time. You are referring to the stop motion animated film that was in my Rankin Bass, I suppose? If so, that is a special I have yet to talk about since I've already done Rudolph and Frosty and Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, the answer, excuse me, the answer is maybe. We'll see. If I do decide to watch it, maybe I'll possibly talk about that soon. I am still going to try and do some other things, like very soon redo Silent Night, Deadly Night to promote the new remake coming up. Since I'm fine with my review of the Silent Night reboot from the mid 2010s and what have you. I think that's when it was. I won't do that, but I am going to try and do reviews for the other Silent Night, Deadly Night films, since I have yet to review those. So be on your toes when that comes out. Details to follow on when that comes. But as I've said, I am going to try and think of trying to get some more ready. Anyway, stay tuned. Tomorrow you will get my schedule vid and then perhaps my first time watches ranking for this month, okay? And then you'll get the Smurfs review. But I must warn you though, now I was going to do two versions of it, a family-friendly version and the adults only version. Adults only would mean it's an ultra rant. But I've said to hell with it. I'm going to do the ultra rant. I think that gets a much better response than that family friendly rant. Even though that family friendly rant, that Snow White remake did okay, but I'm almost sure I can do better with an ultra rant on that new Smurfs film. I'm almost sure of it. You better believe it. I certainly will use language. Some, I said. Because this is why I'm calling it ultra rant. So you may be warned. I will give him warning before the video starts. Definitely. Because this is going to be one of the biggest, intensest ultra rants I will have done to this day. This will best out even the one that did on that Blasted Underwood and Bobby Bones. Have to hear what up my neck with those two people. But anyway, so now you know a little bit what's going to come up in the next day or two, okay? So stay tuned for the schedule vid to come, and the Saw X review will be coming up in just a few minutes. Anyway, I hope y'all had fun tonight. I hope y'all had fun with some of your friends, your family, or your kiddies trick-or-treating and what have you. So again, I hope y'all had a happy and safe Halloween. YV, if you're still going at it, then well, I'll be happy to know that you're still enjoying the Halloween treatment, your gang and what have you. Okay, take care now, Porchman. I'll talk to you again soon when I can. Okay, well, I'm out of here. Happy Halloween, folks. And until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya and happy Halloween, y'all. Bye now.